Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim World 5 news video. Today we're going to look at the Train Sim World 5 game updates from December 10th, and we're going to look at the gameplay packs which are out now. So, patch notes for the 10th to the 12th 2024. Hello everyone, we're excited to bring you the latest patch for TSW 5, which includes lots of improvements and fixes for you to take a look at. The updates include major improvements to scenery, lighting and route visuals for West Coast Main Line South. You'll find enhanced distant and trackside scenery, updated water and added features like 710 stop markers and passenger information screen boards on the platform ramps at Houston. Excuse me. We'll also added Primrose Hill Station as a starting point for freight services. For all the details on this, you can check out the article here. And that's the article from... which one was that article? I think that was from one of the gameplay article packs things. I don't think it's from this one, is it? Oh, it is from that one. So it was giving us all that information, wasn't it? And what the packs were. And then you got all the improvements there, which add a list which we've discussed before in a previous video, so we don't actually have to go back. For that as a separate article when it said out now. They've just changed it, haven't they? That's all. So it came as part of season 2 reveals, this, but as a separate article, and now they've just put out, changed it to out now. So yeah, that's right, to article circa, that's right. Then we don't have to go into anything else. This patch also has improvements and fixes for other routes, including the MPTA commuter, San Bernardino, Frankfurter, and lots of other improvements that you can view below, which should help get you on the right track. These updates is available now, but please allow up to 24 hours for it to arrive on your systems. Full changelog below. So, highlights. Added over 800 new services to West Coast Mainline South timetables. Cloud Rain is now back to being adjustable in photo mode, something we wish we could do in real life. Added new suspension physics to the Class 350. Added route hopping to Boston South Station. Shouldn't that have already been on there on release? The fact that that weren't there on release is terrible. Updated F4OPH engine sound. Core. Stability improvements for livery editor, formation designer and free roam. Fixed an issue that made it possible to miss stop at objectives due to subtitles still being present. Fixed an issue that was affecting some downloaded scenarios from the online sharing up. Added various UI improvements. Added various localizations improvements. West Coast Mainline South. Added realistic rusty rails to two track ends. Resolved an issue where the fork key on the keyboard wasn't working and corrected the button layout in Cab 2. Fixed an invisible barrier that was blocking a spawn point at Berkhamsted Station. Moved lamp posts around Wisdom Junction so that they're away from the tracks. Updated snow material so that it matches the landscape and added it to the large yellow crane at Wisdom Junction. Fixed passenger collision issues at Bletchley. North London DC lines services now use 4-car and 5-car variants of the 710 available separately. Resolved instances of floating trees at Watford and Cheddington. Added Class 66 and HKAs to Scenario Designer. Fixed an issue with conductor mode for service 2D18. Added missing platform connections for Trin and Queen's Park. Fixed speed signs in Houston showing the wrong speed. Added realistic rusty rails to track ends. They've said that twice. So they've added 2 bullet points twice. Do nobody proofread these articles? How many times have I got to say it? How many times do they have to mess up the articles? They can't even get basic articles right. No wonder they mess up on the actual games and the actual DLCs. Come on, it's simple. Station passenger information screen should now show destinations correctly. Class 350, revised simulation physics inclusive of suspension modelling. Guard mode should now appear on the Class 350 timetable. Updated services start up shutdown for AI, so the master key and reverser tasks are now completed more quickly and the reverser is set to neutral. Revised control text for unit deselect controls to rear normal front. Fixed an issue where the signalling bell couldn't be used from the cab after closing the doors. That would be on guard mode. Fixed an issue where the tail light not turning on automatically when you shut down the cab. Avanti West Coast Class 390 Pendolino. Fixed the tilting system so that each car tilts separately when going around corners rather than all tilting at once. Added a hotkey combination, Ctrl+R, to set the speed limit, making it easier to adjust. So I'm guessing that's where when you get to a certain speed, you press Ctrl+R and it keeps it at that speed, a bit like cruise control in cars. San Bernardino. Reposition decals on the lower portion of the cab desk to stop interior from flickering. Fix the in-cab monitor EMD F125 so that it illuminates correctly. Fix the missing front windshield and side window glass on the EMD F125 loco. So it was missing the windshield and side window glass when released. That is bad. Various improvements to ensure timetable service timings are accurate on both weekday and weekend timetables. Again, they should have been accurate on release. Fixed multiple issues with the Inland Empire train service only showing San Bernardino depot on passenger information screen. Resolved MP36PH 3C PTC screen flicker when loco is in motion. Resolved issue whereby MP36PH would not move when connected to Rotom's Bombardier bi-levels in the training centre. Frankfurt to folder. Change the DB Vectron vehicle numbers from the rail pool numbers to the DB ones. Adjusted the AFB leveler objective so it now correctly asks you to set it to 229 instead of 230. Improved suspension on class 146. Updated the BR114 to improve wheel slipping in dry conditions. Fixed an issue with the Vectron screen flickering. Changed incorrect platform numbers at Schalkton station to the correct ones. Fixed an issue where approaching Frankfurt HBF from Frankfurt Sud fire track 240 led to signal 208 showing green, but still triggered a 100,000 HZ influence beyond the bridge. Resolved the issue preventing players from starting the old hero scenario via the start marker at Frankfurt HBF in timetable mode. Rear doors now open properly instead of using the same controls as the front doors for BR423. Fixed incorrect route map display names for platform markers on Schalkton station. Apologies if I pronounced any of the German names wrong. Flixtrain BR193 Vectron. Fixed an issue with the Flixtrain to stop the destination indicator from disappearing. MBTA commuter. Added route hopping to Boston South Station, which should have been there to begin with. Fixed alerter sound on the CTC/3 or -3, sorry. Tuned simulation physics for F40PH-3C. Updated F40PH engine sound. Fixed an issue where junction sounds were only audible inside the CTC-5 by level cars and not externally. Fixed an audio issue where the sound would dip when sitting down and activating the F40PH. Corrected visual representation of HSP 46 brakes. Brakes should now touch wheels when engaged and lift from wheels when released. East Coast Mainline. Fixed an issue where you could not achieve gold or platinum medals for hot seat scenarios class 801. Wipers on the 801 will now start on the right side of the cab and the interior will light up at night. Fixed doors to animate properly when opened and closed. Sorry. Antelope Valley Line. Fix the in-cab monitoring EMD F125 so that it illuminates correctly. Monitor. Fix the missing front windshield and side window glass on the EMD F125 loco. Fixed an issue with the HEP in the Metrolink Rotterdam car. Turning off the HEP switch now correctly turns off the carriage lights. Fixed save game issues where passenger cabin lights and locomotive headlights were turned off upon loading a saved game when using Metrolink Rotom cars. ScotRail Class 380. Fixed door animations to ensure it's working as expected, and revised suspension modelling. So some of these should have been done before the actual game was released. Nice to see some more updates. Hopefully we'll have less crashes on the West Coast main line. I'll have to try that again. As you know, last time I was on the Class 710, as I entered a tunnel, the game froze and then crashed, and then didn't even give me a crash error report. So hopefully that's fixed. We should be seeing more trains on the route as we go along, especially for the overground and underground services. So fingers crossed for that. So we'll have to check that out at some point when I get the chance. Have you played the game since the update? Let me know if you found any more issues, if you're having any more problems. And feel free to like, comment and subscribe, hit that bell notification to get up to date with all future content, and share this video. And we'll be back for next week, depending on the reveals, whether it's worthy of making a video or not. And I shall see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye for now.